Hello, and welcome back to episode 8 of the Pickle Jar Podcast. So pull up a seat, take a bite, and get ready to dive into that brine for episode 8.
Oh, yes. And speaking of episode 8, this is a very, very special podcast.
A very special episode.
Yes.
For those of you who are listening, I highly suggest you check out our Instagram or just our YouTube.
Yes.
Check out some pictures from this or check out some videos because this is the night episode.
Yes. And while we're moving into the night episode, we are all cozied up and
We're all
ready
cozy.
for slumber.
A long winter's nap because it's officially fall.
It is
officially fall.
Well, it's fall for the rest of the world, and it's summer for the rest of us.
Yeah. For example, it is currently 11:15 in the PM.
Yes.
So we're James PM, if you will.
No. If you will, indeed.
If you will.
We are slowly edging closer to that AM mark.
We just wanted to, we'll probably actually be recording into the AM.
Yes, we will.
Wow.
When it rolls over, it'll be a new day.
Right. Which, now, the reason we're doing this is because, when we do our bite-sized, when it's just Keaton and I, because we don't have any special guests this week, next podcast we'll see the return of the Anthony Politi, and we have very, very, very special guest for the podcast after that.
Do.
Cannot wait.
Nor can I.
Oh, it's going to be great. Make sure you guys, if you're on YouTube, turn on post notifications. If you are on Spotify, make sure you follow. Don't just listen, also follow.
Yes.
And try and listen to the whole thing. It does a lot better for our analytics.
Yes, it does.
It does.
Sure
It really does.
Instagram, and Twitter, and Facebook, and all those goody goods. Go check them out.
I tell you what, Keaton.
Yeah?
It has been quite the week. In fact, it's been quite the day already.
Oh, man. Oh, don't... Ryan, I know it's been quite the week, trust me.
Because you've had family in town all this week,
yes,
right?
I have.
Yeah, which that all comes with its ups and downs, highs and lows, and all that good stuff.
And yes. But your morning.
Oh, my morning.
Yeah.
So, it's Sunday, by the way, when we're recording this.
Yes.
And I went to bed fairly late last night, mostly because I was planning on cleaning my room. I cleaned my room for quite some time. I would have been ready to paint today if it weren't for the tragedy that struck at about 3 o'clock today. Which I may get into later. But also I would
love to hear.
I was playing Among Us with Sean from like 1 to about 3. So I was up listening to our podcast while cleaning. Also watching some CGP Grey on the YouTube Yules.
Oh, nice.
Up until about 4:30, so I zonked out.
4:30?
Yeah.
4:30 you went to bed?
Yeah, 4:30 I went to bed last night.
Pretty late.
I zonked out. Well, also I was up pretty late waiting for you to text me back and let me know that we weren't recording.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry about that. I kind of pieced out around 2:30 last night.
Yeah, I figured as much because I
that's when
checked Snap and I was like, last online 20 minutes ago, and both you and Heidi were offline for 20 minutes. I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah.
It's like they be sleeping.
It was a late night.
So, mind you, I'm sleep deprived. My dad comes in at about a little bit before 9 because he's in the band at the church that we go to. So he has to go to band practice, and he's like, hey, I'm going to take the Prius, you take the truck this morning. I'm like, okay. And then I immediately go back to sleep.
Just one eye closed.
I immediately go back to sleep. And then half hour passes.
Mm-hmm. What time would you say it is now?
Not 9:30. I just said it was, no, it is 9:23 on the dot.
Okay, yes, 9:23. Alrighty, we're working here.
Then I am awoken to the sounds of screams.
Screams?
From Daisy and Angel.
Oh my goodness.
They are just...
Why? What is this guy? What?
They were, both of them were just talking to each other, just like so loud.
Goodness.
And I'm sorry, audio listeners.
That was
I apologize, headphone
else.
users.
Yeah.
So they're barking, they're howling, that pack mentality, and then I'm like, oh man. So I rip on some pants. I grab.
Rip 'em on.
I rip
You
them
don't
on.
rip
I
'em
don't
off,
rip them
you
off.
rip
I
'em
rip them
on.
on. I rip on some pants. Same pants I'm wearing right now, actually. And then
They do look a little rip on.
and then I put on a shirt and didn't button it. I went out into the corridor because Daisy sleeps in Cassie's room, which is right across from my room, and then Angel sleeps in the kitchen, which is in the middle of the house. And I come out there and I just go, well, hi guys, and then just, oh, what? They had no idea that I was home because Cassie and Alex had already left, and my dad was gone, so I was the only one there. They were
planning an escape.
No, they were just like, "Where's everybody?" And then I come out, it's like, "I'm here," and they're like, "Okay."
And then they start.
And then a minute goes by. I go to grab Daisy's leash because I know it's about to happen, and it did because they started talking again, and then. Angel's going insane. By the way, for those of you who don't know, I have 2 Siberian Huskies. One of them is Angel. She turned 12. She turned 12 about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And Daisy, who is about 4 months old at this point, who is also a Siberian Husky, pure white. Check out my Instagram to see some pictures.
Yes.
But that's Cassie's dog. And they don't get along great all the time. Daisy's trying her best, but she's still a puppy. She likes to play. Grandma doesn't like to play.
Grandma does not like. Grandma will swat Daisy in the face. I've seen this happen.
Hilarious.
That was pretty good.
But when we let Angel outside, we don't even have to put a leash on. We just open the door. She can't run away. She's got arthritis. So we just open the door. We let her go.
She can't
Daisy,
run. She has
we have to keep we have to keep an iron grip on Daisy. So I take out Daisy first, and she's just going insane. And then I take her inside, and then what do I see in the kitchen? What poop?
A steamy surprise from
Not just
Grandma.
a single steamy surprise.
Oh. Multiple
But-
steamy surprises.
Keaton, do you remember when there was poop smeared all over the walls in the boys' bathroom at MIA like 2 years ago?
Yeah. Let's say
That
I do.
much. I can't fathom how that dog produced that much poop. There was at least 8 logs.
Oh my
Full
goodness.
logs. And now she's a big dog. So she's got human-sized logs. Big dogs, human-sized logs.
And they're everywhere?
They're everywhere. It's like forming a
What is
pentagram. I
this?
think she was trying to summon something.
She was trying to summon the deepest demon
Diarrhea demon.
diarrhea demon.
And luckily
Doreman.
it was solid. So easy cleanup. And then I let her outside.
Okay, solid
I
does
also-
not always mean easy cleanup.
Solid
If
doesn't.
it's squishy, then you're in for a treat.
Okay, rephrase that.
Okay, so
Say that again.
when I clean up my dog's droppings, normally they're rock hard, which is great. That's like after they've been sitting out and soaking in the sun.
Okay, but mind you.
Like fresh logs, that's something you don't want to mess with, man.
Okay, but
That's
here's
like-
the
that's
thing.
like playing
Here's
with
the thing.
Play-Doh.
Here's
That's
the
like-
thing. She poops in the house. She's incontinent.
We'll move that continent.
You don't know about
forklift.
Pangea.
Just drive it
Continental
around.
drift. No, but like she can't control her bowel movements. She's
Yes,
an
I
old
know.
lady.
She's got IBS.
No, she doesn't. She has old dog syndrome. No, but trust me, when she doesn't have diarrhea, it's a lot
ODS?
easier. Yeah. Old dog syndrome. So I take her outside. I also noticed she peed the bed. So as I'm cleaning the kitchen, I'm listening to "Don't Eat That Yellow Snow" by Frank Zappa.
Mm-hmm. How much sleep have you had at this point?
A good 4 hours.
Oh, that's horrible.
Not bad.
Mm-hmm. So,
well, I woke up at 4 hours sounds about right. But anyway, then I'm getting ready to leave.
Oh yeah.
It took me that whole time because church starts at 10. It took me the whole time from getting up to cleaning the dogs up and taking them out. Yeah. It was about 5 minutes till church started. Perfect amount of time to get from my house down to the church. Then I see 2 dogs on the side of the road. I'm like, I look to my left,
what?
And then I look to my right. I don't see any people. There's just 2 dogs.
What kind of dogs were they?
One was like a black lab mixed with the wiener dog.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it was, and the other one was like a Boston Terrier.
Yeah.
So I'm like, uh-oh.
I
pull into a cul-de-sac. I whip around. This was right outside the dog park. I pull into the dog park. They're just walking around vibing. And I'm like, hey, are you lost? And the little one, the Boston Terrier, kind of comes up to me. And I grab her collar and says that her name's Marie. And I'm like, hi, Marie. And then...
It's Maria?
No, Marie.
Oh, okay.
And then I call the number on the tag. It was a 305 number.
Figures.
And
then you gave the dog away to the local...
I'm like, hey, I've got Marie here and a little black dog. I haven't been able to get their name yet because they don't like walking near me, but I'm standing with them outside of the dog park. And she's like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. It's like, we'll be right there. And then the other dog starts walking across the street. And I'm like, oh, cars. So I
splatter dog.
I whip Marie up into my arms.
You should have threw her into the
bed of the truck. I was too far away. Away at this point. So I put her underneath my arm, and then I go to get the other dog. I follow him across the street. I follow him a little bit down the street. I get about 2 cul-de-sacs over.
Did he start running away from you?
He was walking at a moderate pace, but from when I've seen you try and get Ellie back, you never run after the dog.
Yeah, you never run.
Because...
then they think they're playing, and then it's
because
game over.
Also, they will get tired after walking for a little while. They'll have to rest. That's human hunting instincts.
Or they have to go to the bathroom.
Right.
Which
actually is why I caught the other one. Because
was he getting ready? Was he sniffing for a spot?
He went into someone's backyard, right up against the canal.
No, that dog could have jumped in and drowned.
That's what I was worried about.
Happens all the time.
That's what I was so worried about. And I was getting ready to empty my pockets so I could jump in the canal after this dog that I just met who was running away from me. So
it turns out it was a guy in a dog's costume.
I'm able to grab him. He tries to bite me, but find out his name is Stewie. So now I've got Stewie and Marie. They won't come with me. I tried just holding them both by the collars. Then Marie tries to bite my hand, and then she rolls over, and I just kind of pin her down.
And no neighbors see this at all.
No one. No one
tries to help you.
No. There's nobody. I think there's just so many part-time rentals.
You see what it was? You went into Snowbird Central.
I did. I really did. But
that's so.
Then, so now, mind you, I am now about 10 minutes late to church.
Oh man! All because 2 random dogs.
Two pooches. So then I sit there with them. I'm trying to get them off the property.
Yeah.
I was able to calm down Marie because after she bit me, I just started rubbing her belly. And Stewie's just standing guard looking, he was the alpha in the situation. So I'm able to get them a few feet And then it's so hot too.
Oh yeah,
It's
weather
so hot,
here is
and
unbearable.
the dogs just. And then I see a guy walking up, and he's looking around. He's looking left. He's looking right.
Help,
And
please.
And then he's like, "They're mine," and I'm like, "Huh?" It's like Stewie and Marie. I'm like, "Oh, thank God."
It's like, oh,
And
imagine if he just said they're mine and didn't even know what their names were.
Mhm.
You made
I was
sure
waiting
that
to let go of them before he said the names. So he was like, "Oh, thank you so much." It's like we left the door open. We didn't realize. It's like, wow. Yeah, I don't like.
It's like Marley and me.
I'm like responsible, and luckily he had a leash with him, and wow. Then I ran away, and I was 17 minutes late to church.
Nice.
So dogs from the moment I
like-
got up to the moment I got to church.
That's a happy dog story. That's a dog story where the dogs don't die in the end,
Mm-hmm.
as far as we know.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. Alrighty. Well, that sounds like you've had an eventful morning.
Yeah.
You know what I did?
What'd you do? Sleep?
Yes.
Nice.
And I woke up around like 10:30. Or
Well,
no,
this
no,
is
no, no. It
the
wasn't
nighttime
10:30.
episode.
It was like 9:30. And then I went to the
Same.
beach
Mm-hmm.
until like 3:30. Then I came home. It was a good day at the beach.
Nice. You know what was happening to me about 3:30?
Oh, please tell me. I haven't heard this. Why happened?
I was trying to get a box down from my closet.
Oh, my
And then I was on
goodness.
voice chat with Mikey on Discord. And then
So
suddenly...
you said this was a tragedy, right?
Yeah, I'm about to provide a sound effect.
Okay.
And then
All right.
the shelf in my closet collapses.
And so did
Everything
the roof.
falls. No,
And the
not
house.
roof. No, but
And-
everything in the closet falls, and I've been working for days to try and get this all nice and good, and then just in
And
one
then
instant.
you're buried.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm going to sleep tonight because I put all my clothes on my bed.
Oh,
I'll just have to move them to the ground or something. But
to the garage?
ground to the
Oh, I was like,
ground.
what?
Put them on the ground.
Then I threw him on the ground.
I see you on the ground.
Ew, disgusting. Ugh,
Billie Eilish.
I hate that woman.
Keaton, what type of music do you usually listen to? Like I know, but I'm trying to let the people at home know.
Classic rock, country, and not rap that much anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Because the only playlist that I have that from you is Big Fur's Taste.
Oh, Big First.
And that's
Taste
got
is
like
a
Mobb Deep and
playlist.
like
Yeah, you got some good stuff.
it was a phase.
Some really good stuff on there.
Yeah. But man,
Metal. I like
metal. Oh yeah.
I love
You know,
metal.
do you listen to Skillet ever?
Yeah,
Do you like Skillet, or is that
Yeah,
like
it's a
diet
good-
metal? Okay.
they're a Christian band.
Yeah, Christian metal band. Well, would you say that Skillet is metal?
I would say it's like rock.
Yeah. Heavy
Not
rock.
not classic rock, but like yeah.
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 Who would you say your favorite band is?
Okay, band?
Band and artist.
That's hard. I really, really like Def Leppard.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't listened to much of Def Leppard.
Oh, it's a great band, man. Great band. I also like I don't know, man. I like a lot of things. Just around that genre.
That really? I don't expect you to be a man who likes a lot of things.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't like a lot of things, but you know, I like a lot of that type of things.
Now, when you say country,
Yeah.
what era of country? Like when it comes to
2000s.
2000s, really?
Yeah, 2000s and later. Or not later, but
Earlier.
earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Way earlier.
Back when it was all twangy and sad, as
Yeah.
Wesley would say, is when country was
Yeah.
the best.
Well, yeah. Johnny Cash is pretty good.
Yeah, Johnny Cash, John Denver, Marty Robbins.
Yes, Marty
Yeah.
Robbins. What's his name?
He's an outlaw.
Yeah. But John Denver, that's an interesting character who you named. That's an interesting character who you named.
Why?
Because he's got a really famous song that we
Sing
seems that we
it literally
sing every
every
time you
time.
come to my house.
Oh, this
Whenever
is
my
so,
grandparents
this is so
are
funny.
there.
So Take Me Home, Country Roads has kind of become a meme recently.
Yeah.
Or not recently,
But
but
before
like
it was a
back
meme.
when Fallout 76 first came out,
Yeah.
it was a real meme. And the first time I ever heard this song was at Keaton's old house when Grandpa Terry was there.
Yeah.
And Heidi was on the guitar. He brought out the pitch pipe.
He did bring out the pitch pipe.
And then everyone sang Country Roads. And yeah.
You know how I first heard that song?
How?
We were in West Virginia.
Mountain Mama.
My grandpa was like, here, play this song on the radio. So we listened to that song, and I was like, wow, that's a great song. I love that song. It just
is
fit perfectly.
Yeah. No, it's remember at the tree lighting.
Oh,
When I sang Country Roads at the tree lighting on stage when everything was like winding down.
I wasn't
Oh,
there.
I sang-
didn't stay for that, but I was there for Africa.
I sang Country Roads and Africa on stage at the
Yeah, you
tree
did.
lighting. Did you hear that they canceled like
Yeah, they canceled everything. They canceled the parade.
I posted
Oh.
on Facebook, Santa Claus has been diagnosed with
Oh,
COVID-19.
dude, I am so upset about this.
I mean, are you though?
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. I'm upset about
Dude, this is my...
But really, is it going to affect me?
Ryan,
Because here's
this
the
is
thing.
like my last time. This
Oh,
is
that's
my
true.
last hooray.
That's true.
Ryan.
Hoorah. Hooray. Your last
Hooray?
hooray?
My
It would
last
be
hurrah. It's my last
Hoorah.
hurrah.
Well, because here's the thing. The parade can be pretty boring,
Unless you're with friends.
right?
Were you with friends last year? Wait, you weren't
Last
with
year,
us
I
last-
was in the parade.
Oh, yeah.
The parade
I
is only
missed you.
fun when you're in the parade. Also,
No. We should do a live podcast from On a Float.
I didn't talk to you about this yet, but I want to be part of the St. Patrick's Day parade.
Oh, my
Because I feel like the
goodness.
green can go really well.
It could.
We just hook a hitch up to the truck.
Yeah.
We just have us sitting on the back,
Dude, we should have plugged...
just talking.
At the Christmas tree lighting, we could have just had, like, one of those back there. Just, like...
Well, I
Like
want
on
to get a
stage.
flag.
Oh, we need flags.
Yeah.
Flags seem to be doing good business. For me.
Flags have been, because
those are
today there was like the mini like Trump parade.
There
type
was a
thing.
mini Trump parade.
There was just they passed by my house and the Biden people were in front of them with their Biden flags.
Yeah.
And then they were honking at each other, and it's just I could hear it for a straight like 3 minutes from up and down the road while I was sitting there mourning over my closet.
Keep me out of your political warfare. That's really funny.
Oh.
That's really... Yeah, I saw him. I was going to pick up my aunt.
Mm-hmm.
And I was on my way. I was going down San Marco. And I just see, like, 30 cars just lined up, all decked out with, like, Trump flags and stuff. And I was like, wow, that's nice. And then I was like, all right, wow, that was interesting.
My only question is what is that?
What does that...
What does that do?
What does that do in an area like ours?
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Not just because we're a very conservative area.
Yeah.
But what does that do? Like, what is the point of that? Like,
Waste gas, maybe?
yeah, and like the same thing with
Precious
the
fuel?
same thing with the Trump parade, the boat parade. Remember?
I mean, I guess it's just for
I think it's just
rallying.
I think it's just something fun for people to do.
It's an
because
excuse to drink,
it really is.
especially the boat parades. Definitely,
Oh yeah.
not so much the car, not so much the car parade.
Yeah, no, but the boat parades, there's a lot of drinking at those. But
Oh,
like,
yeah, for sure.
I don't know. It just kind of seems like, what are you trying to prove?
That is a
Like,
good question.
I mean, no matter where you lie on the political side of it,
Yeah.
like love him, hate him, don't care about him. I mean, it's not like are you trying to summon him?
Yeah. Honestly,
Like-
though, you could
like,
just be looking for that nice little tweet.
Oh yeah, they're looking for their 140 characters of fame. It's no longer
Yeah.
15 minutes of fame. It's the 140 characters of fame. As if you get like, thank you to Marco Island, one of the best islands, and trust me, I've been to many islands. And let me
islands.
let
I've
me
been to
tell
many
you,
islands,
they
including
had
St.
they had a
James.
They had a boat parade, and let me tell you one thing: they had no cans of soup.
What?
Did you hear that?
What? No.
It's become a sound on TikTok. It's like, no, he was at a rally. It's like they got cans of soup. They don't got bricks. They got cans of soup, and they're picking them up and they're throwing them at the windows. It's like, because the thing that's tremendous about cans of soup is they got a really high velocity when you throw them. And it's like,
wow. Thank you for letting us know. I appreciate the knowledge that we have achieved here today, knowing that a can of soup has more velocity than a brick.
That's what the president said.
That's.
I hope we're not getting too political. We're not saying what we think.
We're not stating our beliefs.
Here's one thing I think. I want a podcast moderated by Joe Rogan featuring Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Just 4 hours long.
We should hold the first debate between them.
Oh.
Imagine.
You know what? I'm making a call-out post to my Twitter.com. Donald Trump, Joe Biden.
Yes.
Come on the podcast.
Please.
We'll be perfectly nonpartisan.
Yes.
Joe, I already know your brother lives around here. Yeah. Trump, we know...
We know you have a house somewhere around here.
We know that you're a Florida native, as you've been saying on your Twitter so much this past week, even though you're
come
from
down
New
to
York.
Southwest Florida, Trump, please.
Yeah.
And
both of you. We'll bring you in the studio. We'll
show you our
we won't say
operation here.
We won't say a word about politics the entire time.
We'll just give both of you mics, and we'll just sit back and watch.
Maybe we need to get some more politicians on the podcast first before we go to the president. And the,
I feel like we should.
That would be fun.
That'd be a great episode.
That's a great idea. We should
think of it. Let's talk.
We should have a political candidate on the podcast.
Yeah, we should. Someone who holds a little bit of authority around these parts. Wow. You know, yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Segways are weird. Did segways ever really catch on? Other than for mall
you want to hear
cops?
about segways? I had to drop my girlfriend off at the airport on Saturday morning. I was
so
very
sad. Cue sad music. Alexa played Despacito, or Joe Biden played Despacito.
So I got there. There's this hefty man just chilling on his two-wheeler. And he's just eyeballing everyone, whoever's getting out of their car. He's ready. He's ready to pounce at a moment's He's got notice. A big iron on his hip, and he's ready. So we get out of the car, and I go to walk Marley to the mighty TSA. And on the way to the mighty TSA, Heidi's just sitting there in the car, and he just goes, he like stares at her. Then he goes to his radio. He's like, and then like some lady just like I don't know, some lady just comes walking out over to Heidi, and Heidi rolled down her window. She's like, "What are you doing here?" He's like, "Oh, I'm waiting for my brother to get back because he walked to his girlfriend to security." And then she's like, "I give you 2 minutes." And so Heidi's like calling me, and she's like, "Where are you? Come back now. I'm getting yelled at." And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Okay." There's like no one. There's no one in the airport. So I'm just like, okay. So I have to come back. And when I walk...
Was she in like a red zone?
No. This was just the drop-off area. But there was nobody there. So I come back, and I'm walking back and stuff. And I just see this man just on his Segway. He's just like, "Oh, yeah, this is mine. This is my beauty right here. This is my Segway." And so, like, I come out, and she's like, "Okay," I get in the car, and then she tells me what happened. I'm like, why? What's the point? There's no one here.
That's so funny. Oh. So whenever I go to the airport, I cannot help but just repeat the lines straight out of Airplane. You remember Airplane? With Leslie Nielsen?
I love how I never seen that movie.
You've never seen Airplane?
No, I haven't.
Everyone...
Watch it on Netflix.
Everyone ridicule Keaton until he watches Airplane.
I'm good, man. I don't...
Wait, did we say our names at the beginning of this podcast?
Hello, I'm Keaton Ashby.
I'm Ryan Sullivan. All right. Anyway, so... half hour in. Man, that's worse than the first episode. Yeah? Well, the first episode, we waited a full 45 minutes.
Come on.
But anyway, no, but... There's a line in that movie where it's like, the red zone is for loading and unloading only. There is no parking in the white zone. Don't you tell me what zone is for loading and unloading only. Man, you gotta watch Airplane.
It's not the plane's fault. It's not the pilot's fault. It's not the passenger's fault. It's the asphalt.
I thought it was Al Qaeda's fault.
No, that. Okay, that's not right. But yeah. So Josh, on his way flying down here because of the big family reunion, if you will, he was trying to sleep on the plane because he was like up all night.
Gross.
And the pilot kept turning on the speaker, and he kept cracking jokes, and it kept waking Josh up. So he couldn't sleep.
What time was this?
I don't know. This was like during the day, but you know how he is.
Oh yeah.
Just imagine trying to sleep. It's just like, it's not the plane's fault. It's not the passenger's fault. It's their fault.
Oh, you can tell that this is a late night episode.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Man, let's get a time check right now. 11:45.
11:45.
We're working our way into the AM.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, man.
What a good night, man.
Yeah.
I don't have school tomorrow.
You don't
Thank
have
the
school
Jews.
tomorrow? Oh.
Yom Kippur.
Oh, very nice. I got work.
I'm so sorry. You don't celebrate in private?
Hmm?
You don't celebrate in private?
What do you mean?
Yom Kippur?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a shame. Do you even know what that holiday's based on?
I know Rosh Hashanah is the Jewish New Year.
Yeah, but what is Yom Kippur?
I don't remember. I don't remember. Phone a friend. Let's call Wesley right now. But anyway, what do I gotta do tomorrow? I gotta edit this thing.
Yeah, that's true. It's what day is it?
It's the 27th, and I have to have this up before October 1st because of
27th.
Libsyn, because the way our hosting site works.
It's a good day.
Yeah, man.
It's been a long time for the 27th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we've started rehearsals. We've started rehearsals for Ghosts in the Typewriter.
Oh, have we now?
Are you enjoying it so far?
Yes, I would say I am enjoying it. We're like done.
Yeah, we're just about done. No, actually, wait. Did we finish? Oh no, we're finishing on Saturday.
Because
we will
I
finish.
had the big family reunion.
Yeah. No, this coming Saturday, we will be done with blocking.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no, I know. I have to teach you part of your blocking. I already showed you some of it, but I got to show you the rest. Because I played you, which, oh man, guys, you're going to have to see Ghost in the Typewriter when it comes out December 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th. We're premiering at the Marco Lutheran Church. Come on down.
Come on down to Chinatown.
No, but Keaton, I commend you for your role.
I have no clue what
I congratulate you
thank
and
you.
tell you that you are doing a very good job because
you
it is
so
a
much.
difficult shoes to fill.
I think it's very easy to do.
Well, no, here's the thing. I did the big scene
I know.
as you.
That's a lot of like exercise.
Yeah.
I know.
So after Gina kept wanting to roll it back, we did it like 6 times.
Oh,
and I'm just like, you liar, or whatever. I'm screaming. I'm just screaming and screaming and screaming and screaming.
It is a lot of screaming.
And then Gina wanted us to dance or something. I don't even remember.
Dance?
Well, because there's
not
the one
dancing.
part. No, not you.
Okay.
Me.
Good.
And then
That's a little too sangria for me.
I'm sitting with just my head in my hands over the typewriter. I'm just like, Gina, do you have any ibuprofen? And then Anthony just turns. It's like, you're going to need plenty of ibuprofen.
So you're like, kill me now.
No one had ibuprofen or Tylenol. Gina had some essential oil thing that's supposed to open up your sinuses, and actually it worked. Maybe it's just placebo, but it's like jasmine or something.
Jasmine.
Yeah.
She gave you hemp oil.
Man.
Whoa, this stuff's working nice and good. I feel much more relaxed.
I'm gonna need someone else to drive me home, though.
What?
Oh.
What?
Speaking of driving home.
Ugh. Yeah. Speaking of driving home.
So, sometime last week,
Yeah.
I was driving Mikey home from school, right?
Oh, yeah. I saw you at the school. And I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Well, because I was taking Mikey to a job interview, which he aced.
Yeah, he did.
Which I'm gonna. And I was so excited.
Oh, I can't wait to eat Mikey's food.
I can't wait to go to the Smith House.
Yeah.
And
plug him
and eat. Yeah, Smith House, ran by Tony, also known as Smudge. I cannot wait. It's opening October 15th.
Local celebrity, if you don't know.
It's in Old Marco. So
Me and Ryan are going to be there opening day.
We're going to be there opening day.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I might, if opening day is on school, I'm going to skip school for this.
Well, because here's the thing. Tony was telling me all about it, and apparently they have one of the chef who Mikey is like apprenticing under.
I heard. Mikey was
he used to
telling me
work
about
at the Little Bar, which you've eaten at the Little Bar before, right?
Yes.
Little Bar has one of the best. I've only eaten there once, and I had a burger without the bun, and it is one of the highest ranking burgers on my list because I was compiling a list.
It's going to be good food, basically.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait to go.
You know,
we're going to have to dress up, I hope you know.
Oh.
We're going to have to be fancy.
We should dress up as the health inspector from the SpongeBob episode.
Like, look at him choke!
Trying to get free food out of me. we come in just as restaurant critics. It's like...
Okay, hold up. We might have a little sway here as a restaurant.
We're giving some free advertisement right now, guys. If you want to sponsor the Pickle Jar Podcast, just give us. If you own a restaurant, just
feed us.
You want to sponsor us. Give us a comp meal. Give us a comp meal. We'll eat it on air.
Yeah. Let us eat at your restaurant once, and we will plug
We are so willing to sell out.
Yeah.
Trust me, because you know how much money we spend on this thing? You know how much money I spend on this thing? Not Keaton. Got $15 a month just for the hosting. This little baby alone was $400.
Wow.
All the pop filters and the mic stands.
All this stuff.
I spent $60.
Yeah. It's going down.
I got the microphones for free.
Yeah,
luckily I don't have to rent the studio.
Yeah. So what you're saying
is the board was a gift. The board was a gift. The camera was a gift.
Okay.
That camera was a gift too.
So what you're saying, it could be worse.
It could be worse,
but it's not.
Yeah.
But we'll see what we get in a little works here and stuff.
I also put into Libsyn that they can send us sponsorships.
Oh, nice.
Which they said it's like, you usually don't get those until after 1,000 monthly listeners.
All right,
like,
so you know what?
Nice.
That's a good time.
You know what that means?
Tell your friends about our podcast. Share it around. You know, we just want to hear from all of you.
Yeah, and guys, ask us questions because we actually did get one question.
Yeah.
It was from Christina asking when she's going to be on the podcast.
I don't know who this is. So therefore,
Christina's one of my kids from the workshop. But
yes, I know you have a lot of children.
Yeah. I love teaching. It's great. Mm-hmm. It's very rewarding. In fact,
I could see you as teaching.
Yeah.
People. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Which I mean the thing is, you'd be surprised at how talented some of the kids are on this island.
Mm-hmm.
Like you've already seen Olivia at work in in The Ghost in the Typewriter, mm-hmm. which and she did phenomenal in Monty Python. Actually, it's kind of a funny story, and Olivia already knows this because I ridicule her all the time for it. Back mm-hmm. when I was doing Wizard of Oz, she was the problem child. She was very annoying, and I've told her this to her face multiple times. So
Wow.
don't anyone get offended for Olivia, because she was very, very annoying, and I don't know if she knew it, but at the time, but she knows it now.
Yeah. Well, you told her. So.
And she went from problem child, where he had to discipline her all the time,
Nothing like beating up on a child.
to when she signed up for Spam-A-Lot. I was like, oh, here we go. I was like, here we go. It's like, let's see if this works. First day, she was a little bit of an issue. And then I made my intentions about how I wanted to treat them as adults until they proved to me that they should not be treated as adults and they need to be treated as children. Once I made that clear, because the thing is, something that I've realized with teaching and all that is you want to treat them with the same respect you would give to any other person, to any person.
Yes.
Because it's not just respect your elders. It's not just respect your elders. It's respect everybody. Yeah. And be that
until they
be a 9-year-old kid.
Not to be respectable anymore.
Until
and then you throw rotten tomatoes at them.
Yeah. Which once I made that point very clear, I had very few behavioral issues in Spam-A-Lot up until the very end, when it's like I can get away with anything because he's not going to kick me out now, which is exactly what happened.
And then you kicked them out.
No, I didn't, because I couldn't. But she is not allowed back because of the specific person. Anyway,
I know. I know.
But no, Olivia went from teacher's pet by the end of that first week.
Oh,
it was
wow.
great. Yeah, no, and it's like, I say jump, she doesn't even ask how high, just jumps. But no, really, it's you just got to treat people with respect, no matter what you do. I feel like you can put that to almost anything.
You get ahead in life.
Yeah.
That and connections.
Oh yeah. Keaton, what's your best tip at being successful?
Talk, be funny,
be
charismatic.
Oh yeah, confidence is key.
Yeah, honestly, make friends with a lot of people. The more friends you have, the better.
Do the teaker.
Yeah, always have connections, because a connection can get you anywhere.
Oh yeah, no.
Connections is where it's at.
Well, because for example,
don't become friends with someone just for a connection. That's not how it goes.
Oh,
but be
no.
friends with them because you want to be friends with them. But at that point, you can still get a connection with them. And it works out.
I mean, also another thing about that is don't be afraid to ask for help sometimes too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because now here's an example. When it came to Mikey, he was saying it's like, oh man, all I ever wanted to do is I just want to be a chef. I want to prove everybody wrong. I want to do this.
Yeah, he's a great cook.
And yeah, he is. He made me eggs.
He made you eggs?
He made me eggs.
He never made me food.
He and Keon were battling to try and make me eggs. It was at your house.
Oh yeah.
It was right before 7 o'clock, and I'm like, I need to eat. And Mikey and Keon are like, I'll make you eggs. And but
I feel like Keon would be
like,
they need to be vegan.
No, but
Sorry,
he was saying it's like I just want to be a chef, and he's been having a rough couple of weeks, and one day my dad's like, hey, Tony's working on the new restaurant. You want to run down and check it out with me? And I'm like, oh yeah, great. So I go with them, and then we're talking for an hour or two as there's people breaking down walls and crap in the background, and I just go, hey, Tony, do you need any extra chefs? And he's like, oh, maybe, dude. It'd have to depend on maybe who it is. I'm like, well, I've got this friend, and he's a great kid, funny as all get out, and all he's ever wanted to do is be a chef. And he's like, does he have any prior experience? It's like, well, I mean, he's cooked for himself for most of his life, but other than that, no work experience. And he's like, you know what? Send me his number. Have him. It's like send him my number. Have him call me. And did that.
Yeah.
He called him. He didn't get back to him. Tony comes back to my house the other night because he called my dad. It's like, oh, what you up to tonight, man? And my dad's like, oh, I just kind of want to get drunk with friends. And he's like, I'll be there. so
That's great.
So 10 o'clock, Tony walks in the door, putting out a cigarette with a bottle of rum. It's like, I brought it, man. It's like, come on, dude. And I'm like, did you ever get in touch with Mike? And he's like, that was you. I was trying to remember who was telling me about the man who wanted to be a chef. Have him come by tomorrow. Came by tomorrow. Immediately. It's like, all right, we'll be giving you $12 and all that. So that's an example. If you want something to happen, tell people because maybe someone might be able to help you.
Honestly, though, that's how it works.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
I mean, Wesley was just saying, it's like, man, I need a job. And then Gina texts me, it's like, give me Wesley's number. I found him a job.
What? Where did Wesley get a job?
It's nothing's official yet, but at a costume shop.
A costume shop?
Yeah.
Where at?
Naples.
Okay, what kind of costume shop are we talking about here?
I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
Okay, well, you probably want to find out what kind of costume shop he's going to be with.
Well, I mean, okay, think about Gina. Think about where we are. Think about the room back there, the costume room.
Okay, I was going to say, like...
Well, what else would... What, a furry outfit convention?
Like,
no,
what man, that could be slang for anything.
Costumes.
Yeah.
Like Halloween theater.
Okay. Okay. Party City. Okay.
Okay.
Whatever. Yeah.
All right.
I was just asking, man. I was just asking.
What is the code for?
I don't know. It could be. Whatever, man.
I don't know, man. You acting kind of sus right now.
Yeah. Then Wesley walks by and he's got a tail.
You're about to talk.
What do you mean?
This is your Paul Bunyan tail.
This is pure coon right here. Are you serious? Don't you even dare disrespect the hat.
Man, oh man. Speaking of respect the hat, my ears hurt. I got to take that thing off. Take that ridiculous thing off. What was I just gonna say?
We're talking about connections. How he hooked up. And how he hooked up multiple people.
Did you ever tell the story on here about how you first got involved in the Sesbaro acting studio? I feel like you did on the Forbidden episode.
I did on the Forbidden episode.
All right. You want to share? Because that's all about making connections right there.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the first time you met Gina?
No. But I didn't remember her for the first time because I was just like...
You want to tell the story? Because this is a good story.
Okay. So anyway, I was like, yo, Ryan, let's be friends. Ryan's like, okay, let's be friends. And I was like, yo.
Connections.
Let me spend the night. He's like,
okay.
All right. I was like, all right.
You're skipping over quite a bit.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, this was like this was after Lion King.
Yeah, we decided to spend the night at your house.
But you
and we were
You said, hey, let's be friends. All right, let's stay the night. You just skipped over a year and a half.
Okay, well, I meant like let's be friends and hang out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't mean like
sense,
let's start from the
makes
beginning.
sense.
We've talked about the beginning.
We did.
So I was like, all right, let's hang out. Let's spend I'll spend the night at your house.
Did we watch Lion King 1.5 that night?
I do not think it was that night because we watched that. Yeah, we watched that another time, pretty sure. Okay. But anyway, we were chilling out. It was getting later in the night. The Joy of Painting we turned on, and I was. Oh my goodness! I watched the whole season of The Joy of Painting
with Bob
Ross, of course. So after that, it was like 7 a.m, and I was like, man, I need to go to bed. Ryan's been out for a long time now, so I finally go to sleep. Like 2 hours later, at like 9 o'clock in the morning, Ryan's like getting up and he's getting dressed and stuff, and he was like, yo, I got a meeting. And I'm like, what? You got a meeting? What do you mean? He's like, you wanna come with? And I'm like, okay, I guess I'm gonna come with to this meeting.
Now, I didn't know that I had a meeting.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
As
it goes sometimes. I mean, Gina called me that morning. It's like, hey, we're having the breakfast meeting. And I'm like, what?
What?
It's like, Eddie didn't tell you? I'm like, no.
Okay, the chain of command for letting people know is so like
Oh my gosh.
It doesn't work.
Well, because like, okay, for this play specifically, we'll get back to what you were saying in just a second. I assume that Anthony would know everything because he's with Gina for like 5 hours a day up here.
Yeah. Oh man.
And it's just like Anthony's like, "What's going on?" It's like,
What do you mean?
You were sitting next to her in the office all day.
And she
Maybe
didn't tell
you
you?
should know. How do you expect me to know? I see her for 5 minutes. And she comes
that's great.
downstairs and
That's
tells me, it's like, "Hey, print this out. Put this on the website." I have things I gotta put on the website.
Oh, that's not fun. Well, anyway.
Yeah. Continue.
So
Continue.
So we get to the breakfast
Continue.
place. And
Breakfast Plus. Back in the
that's
day.
gone now. I'm so upset. So I was just like, all right, I don't know these people. I'm just gonna sit down.
Well,
you chill.
You knew Johnny.
I knew Johnny.
Which,
I was
oh
like,
wait,
'cause-
Johnny was late.
Yeah, me and Johnny used to be friends. I recognized Eddie because we went to the same church. But so I sit down and I'm just like, all right. And Ryan introduced me as the associate.
Associate. Gina's like, "And who is this?" I'm like,
The
"This is the associate."
Did she even ask if I like did acting or anything? I don't remember.
I said, was this after Lion King?
This was not after Lion King.
Oh,
this
was
before.
during Lion King.
Yeah, this was
right?
during it.
I said, "Oh, this is Pumbaa,"
Yeah.
and she's like, "Oh, great."
Yeah. Oh, great.
No,
You
not like
kids.
that. No,
And then we sat down, and then she offered me food. And I was like, wait a minute, food? I'm like, food is a very, very strong thing to use. Food is the way to get to a man's heart.
all right, I'm convinced.
If none of you know that, all you ladies out there,
all you
food is
ladies
how you get to a man's heart.
and maybe guys playing on the other side of a fence. Well, you should know that.
Yeah.
Ladies, the quickest way to a man's fart. The quickest way to both a man's
also
heart and a
food,
fart,
believe it or not.
is food. You may not know this.
You may know. This is a tremendous thing that
It's
we.
tremendous, absolutely tremendous.
So, after I got my food, I had like some nice black coffee with some cream in it, and like I ate pancakes, and it was
And
just
Teaker
delicious.
and Eddie both had like 6 servings of
bacon
sausage.
just kept coming.
It just kept coming.
But it was great. And Gina was like, "What the frick? Like, how much bacon are you gonna order?" But after that,
A lot.
she was just like, "I got a role in the play just because of my connection with Ryan, just because we were friends, and just so happened I was there at the right time in the right place."
It always happens like that.
Yeah, it does.
Well, I mean, like, now that I know that's kind of how it works, I use that to my advantage. That's how Mikey is in this play.
yeah.
Well, because
Come with me.
the person who was initially playing Mikey's role of Patrick, he seemed a little bit off at the reading, if you remember.
Yeah.
He was kind of like sitting back, and I was like, this isn't good.
I don't think I wanted to be in it.
And then he told me at the end of the reading, it's like, "Hey, Ryan, I gotta talk to you later." It's like, and I'm like, "What about?" It's like, "About this." And I'm like, "Uh-oh." So I get in my car, and no music on. I'm just yelling to myself. It's like, "Okay, let's figure this out. Harvey, no, Harvey's too far away. James, no, James is doing Pie Pie Birdie." It's like, "Oh, that's Mikey. We could ask Mikey." So then, before the guy who was playing Patrick even dropped out, I started talking to Gina about Mikey.
That's nice.
So she's like, "Why don't we get Mikey?"
She's like, Mikey.
Yeah.
Mikey. Oh, Mikey's such a great character.
Oh yeah.
If you ever have the pleasure of meeting this wonderful dude, then
We should get Mikey on the podcast one
we
of these
should.
days.
That'd be
I mean, it's not.
that'd be pretty good. Oh,
Wait, I'm thinking.
we're booked for the rest.
We
of
are
this
booked
year.
for a while.
And in January we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Maybe what we could do one of these times is we could do like, how the H3 podcast does it, where they split up. They do maybe one guest in the beginning, and then the rest of the podcast is like, just the two of them. Maybe. Oh, I think it would be better if we did just the two of us, and then we do 3 of us.
Yeah,
That'd be better
cool.
for viewer
That'd be very
retention,
cool. Yeah. I think that'd
Yeah.
be neat.
Guys, if you're listening to the podcast this far in, this late, it's officially in the AM.
It is AM.
It's officially in the AM for us. But if you're listening like 54 minutes in, I congratulate you. But also, I want you to go down in the comment section, and I want you to comment what you had for breakfast this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you had for breakfast this morning.
I had a chicken croissant from Dunkin' Donuts.
I had scrambled eggs and sausage.
Nice. Glizzy.
Oh, speaking of breakfast,
Yeah.
Hoots. Hoots is the one place on the island that has a meal specifically made for people on low-carb diets.
Wow.
The number 4 Atkins. Scrambled eggs, sausage, bacon.
But
cheese.
then again, is it the best breakfast place around?
I don't know. It's hard to say at this point. Because you've got Nini's, you've got Doreen's, you've got Hoots. Where else for breakfast? Red Rooster. Red Rooster is very good.
Red Rooster is absolutely phenomenal, Ryan.
I think all 4 of them are very good.
They are.
It depends on the day.
Yeah,
it depends on the day and
if you want to spend
proximity.
lots of money on something that looks beautiful, you go to Doreen's. You know?
Right.
But if you want to eat, you don't go there. You know, if you wanna get a little like bougie, a little upscale, you go to Nini's. If you just want like a nice little quick fuel up, then you go to Hoots. But if you want to spend not that much money, get a crap ton of food that is very good, you go to Red Rooster.
That is one thing. They do have good portions.
They do have,
Rooster.
yeah. They have my.
But one
portions.
thing I really like about Hoots is I know a lot of the staff.
Yeah.
And also, it's so close. It's convenient.
It is
very
convenient for you.
And for me, because
Red Rooster's convenient for me.
For reference, Hoots is right there.
Yeah, it's right behind us.
Right
It's
there.
literally the building right behind us.
Yeah. But it depends on the day. I like equally going to both.
Yeah.
But maybe I might make a
just
decision.
Like the aesthetic as Red Rooster too.
I
It's
might
more
make
open.
a decision one way or the other if someone sweetens the deal.
Yeah. Whoever gets to us first, which we
I think
might have.
Oh, I think
not. We might have not.
Do we have any closing arguments?
I don't think we do.
Because-
I think we need to. It's getting kind of late. Let's
It is getting kind of late.
wrap this up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think this has been a great episode.
This has been a pretty good episode.
It's nice. It's relaxed. It's laid back.
Right.
It's a nice episode.
The only thing that we had planned were those first 10 minutes where I was talking about the dog poop and the
Yeah.
man.
The beautiful trail.
Yeah, she was trying to summon something. Like all the people at that boat parade. Bringing it all back.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of bringing it all back, remember on episode 2, we were talking about the wedding.
We were talking about the wedding.
On episode 2.
Yeah.
The wedding party was just a few days ago.
The wedding party was
was
just
so-
a few days.
That was lots of fun.
That was.
That was
I had
lots
a
of fun.
blast, even though I got there late.
Mm-hmm.
It was still fun.
Oh, when you showed up, everyone's like, Keaton! And then you just storm into your parents.
Yeah.
And Heidi had actually warned us. It's like, just so you know, he's going to be really upset when he gets home. He just needs a shower and some food, and then he'll be Keaton again.
And then that's exactly what
That's
happened.
exactly what happened. I'm like, wow, like clockwork. But guys, thank you for tuning in.
Yep.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we do appreciate it, like, deeply.
Yeah. So also something that actually helps us out a lot is when you download the podcast
on
from
Spotify.
be it Libsyn or Spotify or on iTunes, because we're on iTunes now.
Yeah, we
on Apple Podcasts.
We are on Apple Podcasts.
We are on
now.
Apple
we
Podcasts.
Are there.
So make sure you guys look up the Pickle Jar Podcast on Apple Podcasts. And apparently there's another podcast called The Pickle Jar on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
They only have 1 episode. We've got 8.
Yeah, we do have 8 episodes.
And we've got a better logo and everything.
Yeah.
So guys,
no competition there or anything.
make sure you listen to us on iTunes. Make sure you listen on Spotify.
Yeah.
Or at least just follow us on Spotify.
Yeah.
And start it. Listen to the first 60 seconds. That counts as a listen.
Nice.
And
you know what? I'll say something else.
what?
Feel free to DM us on Instagram.
Oh,
We
yeah.
don't mind responding.
Oh, yeah. We'll typically respond within a few hours.
Yeah. That's, I would say that we enjoy talking to you guys.
Oh,
as
yeah.
listeners of the podcast.
I'm waiting for some questions to come in because we will be answering audience questions on our next bite size, which actually we didn't really tell people what the schedule is. We just understand it between ourselves.
Yeah, we should probably tell them right now.
Right now. So we do you want to explain it?
Yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
what we do is we do our first episode of the month with Anthony Politi, which is who was on last
Episode 6.
Yeah, episode 6. And then we do a guest in the middle of the month. And then to wrap it up at the end of the month, we do just the bite size between us.
Just the two of us.
You and
We
I.
can make it if we try. But yeah. Anyway, so we do 3 a month. Make sure turn on post notifications. Don't just do personalized on YouTube. Hit all. So listen on Apple. Listen on Spotify, YouTube, and then go follow us on the social medias.
Yes.
At the Pickle Jar Pod, Twitter, Instagram, the Facebooks.
Yeah, Facebook big time.
Facebook big time.
Facebook is
We
where
don't
it's
really
at.
post on Twitter much. I need to. Every time I say I'm making a call out post on my Twitter.com, I actually have to post that. I really should.
Yeah, it's fine. Twitter's kind of a dead zone.
Twitter is.
We've
dead
already
zone.
talked about that.
Except for us getting in contact with Joe Rogan. Which Joe Rogan, if you were listening, you were supposed to listen to episode 6. Come on.
Pretty sure you called out Donald Trump and Joe Biden to hop on too.
Yeah.
Just great, phenomenal, tremendous.
Tremendous. Absolutely
So,
tremendous.
yeah.
Guys,
Thank you all for listening.
thank you for pulling up a seat.
Yes.
So dry
And
yourself off from
opening
that
a
brawn.
jar. Yeah.
Have a good night's rest.
Yeah.
Sleep tight. Don't let the bed,
bed
bugs
bugs
bite. Sized.
Yeah. All right. End it.